Why the Volkswagen Karmann Ghia is much more than just a budget Porsche. In the 1950s, an exciting wave of opportunities swept across the globe for Volkswagen, already gaining momentum from the launch of its iconic Type 1 Käfer, commonly known as the Beetle, and the Type 2 Kombi, the microbus, toward the end of the prior decade. With the market welcoming these models with open arms, it became clear that Volkswagen needed to unveil a standout flagship that would elevate its image. However, there was only so much improvement that could be done to the Beetle. It was the automotive equivalent of comfy Birkenstock sandals, but it needed to transform into something more elegant. This is where the Karmann Ghia entered the scene as a luxurious new addition to the VW lineup. The Karmann Ghia was the product of a creative partnership between Luigi Segre, the head of the Italian design studio Karmann Ghia, and Wilhelm Karmann, whose firm was already producing convertibles for the Beetle. After Volkswagen approved the initial prototype, the Karmann Ghia made its grand debut at the Paris and Frankfurt auto shows in 1955, and it soon arrived in the US by the end of that year. The model was a tremendous success, remaining in production for 2 decades, with a staggering total of 445,000 units manufactured by 1975. The Karmann Ghia became particularly popular in the American market, and starting in 1957, it was also available as a convertible, continuing till the conclusion of its production run. Like many exceptional vehicle designs that maintained their appeal long after the 1960s, the Type 14 underwent some modifications, such as adopting larger rubber bumpers and oversized taillights by 1973. Nonetheless, even these later versions retained a unique charm. While the Type 14 was technically termed a 2+2, its snug interior, reminiscent of the Porsche 911, was more suited for just 2 people, making it a cozy choice for couples. It's important to note that while the Karmann Ghia shared the Beetle's floor pan and mechanical components, its bodywork was a premium creation from Karmann, a manufacturer of some Porsche 356 and 911-912 shells. Unfortunately, during its heyday, the Karmann Ghia was given the backhanded compliment of being referred to as the poor man's Porsche. This label was unfair, as many perceptive enthusiasts have argued that the Karmann Ghia represents a more refined aesthetic accomplishment compared to the styling of the Porsche 356. The good news is that due to its small size, both vehicles can easily fit into a garage, especially when compared to the larger American cars of that time. Considering the era's air-cooled, horizontally opposed 4-cylinder engines provided power that could be deemed only adequate. Driving a Karmann Ghia is best suited for relaxed outings on leisurely days. The early models featured a modest 1.2-liter engine that produced 34 horsepower. By 1966, an upgrade to a 1.6-liter engine boasting around 60 horsepower became available, perfectly matched to the car's lightweight structure of under 2,000 pounds. Additionally, a 4-speed manual transmission was standard for these vehicles. While Volkswagen was innovating, the Type 14 also inspired an even more exclusive variant, the Type 34, launched in 1962, to serve as a premium offering for the brand. Approximately 42,000 units were produced by 1969. Although it never officially reached the American market. Nonetheless, many examples eventually made their way to the US. The Type 34 was built on the Type 3 floor pan, which provided enhanced storage capabilities at both the front and rear. As a 2-door coupe, it became the most exclusive and pricey VW model, a fitting title given its hand-built nature. Additionally, a third variant, designed by Giorgetto Giugiaro, was developed for South America and was known as the Karmann Ghia TC. This fastback model, based on the Type 3, appealed to many but did not share a visual connection to the Type 14 or Type 34. When searching for a Karmann Ghia, it's crucial to keep in mind the age-old advice about rust, as restoring these vehicles can be just as intricate as restoring a Porsche 356 from that period. For those looking to own one, Investing in a quality specimen means budgeting around $17,000 for a well-preserved model or nearly $50,000 for an exceptionally pristine example. Notably, convertibles tend to command about 30% higher prices, with top-tier versions potentially reaching $90,000. For good condition Type 34 models, anticipate values around $35,000. While the price for a Karmann Ghia TC will vary greatly depending on the individual buyer's interest. With the recent passing of actor Robert Redford, it's a poignant moment to remember that he drove a 1967 Karmann Ghia convertible in the 1992 film Sneakers. More recently, the Karmann Ghia made a charming appearance in Quentin Tarantino's 2019 movie Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, with actor Brad Pitt at the wheel of a 1968 convertible. Clearly, it's not solely Aston Martins, Mustangs, and Ferraris that capture the imagination. A well-maintained Karmann Ghia stands out as a rare gem in any lineup. Click here, https:/robreport.com/motors-cars-gallery 1974 Volkswagen Karmann Ghia Coupe in photos 123709078. To see more captivating images of the 1974 Volkswagen Karmann Ghia Coupe.